it's Sarah, Mrs. McGrath with Counseling Through the Chaos. I haven't posted a video in a while. A lot has been happening in my life, and I know there's a lot happening in the world right now too. So, it's been a little chaotic, and there's been some big changes in my world. And so I've just kind of not had time to do some of the things that I enjoy doing. So I wanted to post a video really quick today. I have been updating a Bitmoji virtual counseling that I have through Google. And one of the slides that I'm working on is a suicide awareness and resources help slide. So when I started as a counselor, and even in the past, I'd say the first maybe 12, 13 years of my career as a counselor, I didn't really deal a whole lot with suicidal ideation or not a lot of self-harm. I worked with very, very young children, and not that very young children can't talk about that or say those things, because they do. I just wasn't really exposed a lot to that particular topic. And when I changed roles a few years ago from a school counseling job to a school therapy traveling around the community, and then I was seeing students all the way up to age 18, it obviously was much more prominent. And so I have really had to build my confidence and work on my personal skills in being able to talk about discussing suicide, discussing attempts, discussing feeling that you may want to not be here anymore. And at first it was absolutely terrifying. And when I went to a conference, and somebody at the conference was speaking and made a comment that, as a therapist, if I'm afraid to talk about it, how are my students, how are my clients going to be willing to open up and talk about it? And so from that moment, it opened a little door in my brain, the light bulb came on, and I realized that I was so fearful that maybe that was coming off on my students, my clients, and that I couldn't be afraid of that. It is a normal thing that we think about as human beings. We get overwhelmed. We have a lot of stress in our lives sometimes, and life is hard. I recently have, been dealing with a lot of very difficult things in my life, and it is really easy for the human mind to go to the negative and to stay there. It's very easy for us to do that as humans. So what I wanted to do today was just talk a little bit about, the fact that if you are thinking about hurting yourself, or if you're thinking about, you're just feeling so overwhelmed with your life circumstances, to reach out and find someone to talk to, find a support, because you matter. You as a human being, I truly believe we all have purpose, and you may not be living out your purpose at the moment because a lot of bad stuff is happening. But a lot of times in the bad, we find the good. We might find the purpose. And I will say that in being able to break down my own walls of fear about suicide and suicidal ideation, and really opening up and having deep discussion with my students and letting them be honest with me, and not being like, hey, look, you are struggling. You're struggling. There's a lot of terrible things right now. And a lot of people just want that bad stuff to go away. It doesn't mean that you necessarily are going to hurt yourself. But you feel that way. You need to talk about it. You need to be real about it and understand that no one wants to feel pain. No one wants all these terrible things and happening to them. It sucks when bad stuff happens. And it's human nature sometimes to just be so empty of your emotional strength or your physical strength, physiological strength, because we just pour it all out into everything. It's normal for us to get so run down that we feel like, maybe we shouldn't just be here anymore. And it's okay to talk about that. It is okay. We shouldn't be fearful. What we should be fearful of is not saying something and not reaching out. And also, if someone reaches out, not doing something to help that person. That's the scary bad stuff. So, we have the Zero Suicide. There's BHR hotlines. And there's even hotlines where you can text someone to talk to them if you have your own counselor or therapist, or a counselor at school, or a teacher that you admire and that you trust, a coach, a family friend, a neighbor, anyone that you can trust. If you're going through something and you're feeling those feelings, you need to talk about it. You need to get it out. The more you talk about it, the more you can work through the problems that you're facing and realize that you're not alone in that. Absolutely not alone in that. This past year, I have had several of my students say to me that they were so grateful that I did not give up on them, that I was continuing to listen and to not judge and to just be there and help guide them through what they were going through. Because, if they didn't have that feedback, that rational feedback, or just someone to just get it out to and let it go, basically letting that burden out, then they felt that, maybe they wouldn't be here right now, but that also they were so grateful that they were. And as a therapist, as a counselor, mental health professional, I can't tell you how much that means, because so much of what I do, you can't really see it. It's emotions, it's inside the brain, it's, things, it's behaviors that we learn over time. And I have gotten to see people, young people, be in the depths of despair, not knowing if they were going to be able to wake up tomorrow, just in a 6 to 7, 8 month period, thriving and really doing very well, and being happy. So there's hope. You just need that one person that you need to reach out to and be honest and open to. And also someone to let you know that you do matter. You have a place in this world. Right now you're kind of, you're off the path. Things are rough. And but you'll get up with help and guidance and with time. And maybe you'll need to go to see a psychiatrist, or maybe you'll need to be in some therapy actively for a while. Maybe you'll need to take some time off of your job. I don't know. Maybe you need to make some changes to help yourself get there. But when you do, and when you reach out, you will find that happiness eventually. You will. So I just wanted to share that as well, because I truly am very proud of those clients that I've had that really, I tell them, I'm just here as your guide and your support. I have fed them the information, and I've been here as a steadfast, person in their life. But also they have taken that and they have used it and tried it. And, maybe this didn't work, but this did. And they've moved forward because they have been active in finding and reaching that point of happiness. So again, there is hope. And in true Mrs. McGrath Counseling Through the Chaos style, I am going to read a story, and it's a newer story from Scholastic. It's called I Am Enough. I absolutely love this book. I found it not even quite a year ago, and I read it with a lot of my female students, because a lot of times, and with boys as well, but we just feel like what we do in life, I'm just never going to be good enough, or I'm not enough person, or I'm not going to achieve this. And a lot of that, low self-esteem, negative thought process, that place, that dark place where we go, it just feeds itself. And this story reminds us that despite our weaknesses, our faults, the bad things, that we do have purpose and that you are enough. So I want to share that with you today. So I'm Enough by Grace Byers. I hope you enjoy. And if you are in a season of sadness right now or tough times, maybe this can help brighten your day and be a reminder that there is light in the future at some point. You will get there. Like the sun, I'm here to shine. Like the voice, I'm here to sing. Like the bird, I'm here to fly and soar high over everything. Like the trees, I'm here to grow. Like the mountains, here to stand. Like time, I'm here to be and be everything I can. Like the champ, I'm here to fight. Like the heart, I'm here to love. Like the ladder, here to climb, and like the air, to rise above. Like the wind, I'm here to push. Like a rope, I'm here to pull. Like the rain, I'm here to pour and drip and fall until I'm full. Like the moon, I'm here to dream. Like the student, here to learn. Like the water, here to swell. Like the fire, here to burn. Like the winner, I'm here to win. And if I don't, get up again. I know that I may sometimes cry, but even then, I'm here to try. I love that message, to not give up. I'm not meant to be like you. You're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along and sometimes we'll disagree. I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame. But that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on earth. And in the end, We are right here to live a life of love, not fear. To help each other when it's tough. To say together, I am enough. And I want you to hear that message today, that you are enough. You matter. Your life has purpose. And if you need some help, then you can reach out. Find someone to talk to. Find a counselor. Find a friend, a parent, a grandparent. Someone that can help you to regain your inner strength and to help get you on that path of thinking more positively and on your journey to feeling better and having more confidence in you, because you are enough. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.